Hello friends, Shay here, and today we are here to film a recommendation video. So today is going to be my spooky season manga recs. Not all of these are going to be thriller horrific, just because that is not something I particularly enjoy. So if you're looking for more horror related recommendations, this isn't going to be the video for you. I do have one true horror title on my list, but that's because it is a lower, like, I'm baby and I can handle it, which is why I'm putting it in this video. So for people who want true, like, gory horror, it might not be the best fit. But either way, let's go ahead and dive in. So I'm going to start with the two that are most recently released, and we'll move from there. So the first one I'm going to talk about is Vampire Dormitory. Now, this has been available digitally for a while now, but it is finally getting a physical release. In this one, we have a young man who's a vampire, and he refuses to feed off a human because he just doesn't enjoy it. And so he's just been drinking the bottled stuff, but he needs to find a thrall. And he sees this boy at a butler cafe and feels all the things that male vampires usually feel for a woman. And so he makes that person his thrall. But we're dealing with a gender bent situation where it's a woman dressed as a man at a butler cafe, and so she becomes his thrall, moves into his dorm, and things kind of go from there. He's a total nerd, and I love him, but this is a really cute series, so if you're looking for something low angst but featuring vampires, this is a great choice. The next one is one that I love and adore because it is too cute for its own good, and that is Creepy Cat by Cotton Valent. I believe this started out as a webtoon, so this one does have color in it. And in this one, it's basically a cat manga, but creepier. And I love it. I love it so, so much. Speaking of cats, my cat's being a brat. But anyway, so yes, Creepy Cat is kind of what you'd expect from a cat manga, just creepier. And I love it. Like, she has a very Wednesday Addams aesthetic to me. And then the cat in and of itself is more like a ghost, super creepy cat. And it's just amazing. So please, please, please read Creepy Cat. It's amazing. This is volume 1. All right, the rest I'll just be putting images up here because they're ones that have been around for a while. So the first one I talk about quite a bit when I talk about spooky mangas, and that is Phantom Tales of the Night. In this one, we're following a inn owner, essentially, and he loves to collect secrets from people. And so it's about all the secrets that he collects and the creepy things associated with that because he is a yokai. And all of the people who work for him, the people who come to visit the inn, and the secrets that they hold. And it is amazing. It is creepy. The art in this is absolutely fantastic. And sometimes I'm like squigged out a little bit by it. So like, it's going to go there for you guys. So I do recommend it. And I think a lot more people need to give this series a try because I feel like I don't hear many people talking about it, but I feel like the first few volumes are just kind of vignettes and looking at the secrets and the people who come to the inn. But after that, it starts to get a true like arc to its story. And it's fantastic so far. I believe there's only a couple more volumes out in Japan. Like, we're not too far behind it. So yes, so good so far. Next is a classic for me, and that is Spell of Desire by Tomu Omi. If you're a romance lover, but you want something that's witchy and paranormal, this is a great fit. Essentially, we have this woman who, you know, dresses very, like, mousy, I think is the easiest way to describe it. And then from there, she finds out, well, she's always kind of known that she's a witch, but not the extent that she actually is. Her mother is a very powerful witch, and this beautiful man comes to tell her all about her powers and her connection to her mother and things who she hasn't seen for a very long time. And hi, Kaladin. How are you? I'm just going to let him be there. And the only way to tame her magic is by fulfilling sexual romantic desires. So it starts out with big, sweeping, romantic, epic kisses and evolves from there. It's fantastic. I love it so very much. It's just so good. Like, one of my favorites. My own creepy cat decided to leave me because I turned around. But anyways. Next up, we have another one that I talk about quite a bit on this channel, and that is Girl from the Other Side. In this one, we're following an insider and an outsider, and we have our outsider man called Teacher looking after a little insider girl named Shiva. And things get dark and twisted and creepy from there. The reveals along the way on this are fantastic. I love this series so much. If you are not reading this series, you are doing yourself a huge disservice. There's only one more volume to go. I'm so sad that it's almost done, but y'all need it. It's so good. Then I have Can't Stop Cursing You. This is basically if Elle and Light Yagami were the same person, but Elle's the dominant personality. Basically, if Elle were a killer from Death Note, like, that would be this main character for Can't Stop Cursing You. It does go there. It gets pretty graphically violent, which is something I don't usually tolerate well, but in this package, it's great. It kind of has a murder mystery element to it, and I really, really enjoy it. As far as I know, we only have Volume 1. I'm not sure when Volume 2 comes out. But believe me, as soon as I see Volume 2, it will be in my hands because I am very much looking forward to the continuation of this series. The next one is not one people probably expect on a list like this, but that is Wake Up Sleeping Beauty. Yes, this looks adorable, but it deals with ghosts and the paranormal. So essentially it's this young man really wants to just earn money and work and provide. And there's reasons for that I'm not going to share because they're spoilery. But he gets a job at his father's like house cleaning company, and at one of the houses he's assigned to, he's told to not go to this particular annex of the house. But he sees this girl basically like outside passed out, and so he goes up and tries to save her and forms a friend. But this girl happens to be possessed by a myriad of ghosts, and it's fantastic. It's so good. So good. I love it so much. One of my all-time favorite series. There are only 6 volumes in this one, and the art is absolutely stunning. So please read this one. I do believe this one is available on KU if you're a KU reader. Yes, sir. Why are you so needy right now? Why right now? Huh? Why right now? You want to say hi to the people? Hi, Cal. Hi, people. Next up is my true horror title, and that is Mermaid Saga. Mermaid Saga is by Rumiko Takahashi. This is horror mermaids. There's no other way to describe it but horror mermaids. It's 2 omnibus volumes, and I highly recommend picking this up, especially if you like Rumiko Takahashi's art. It is very distinctive, their art style, and it's so good. It's horror mermaids. The only way to kill the mermaids who aren't fully converted is to chop off their head. So there's lots of head chopping in this one. Enjoy. Next we have Kaiju Girl, Caramelize. This is about a girl who shifts into a kaiju and the boy that falls in love with her. There's not really another way to describe this one other than that particular description because it is too pure for this world. It is so cute, but I love it for spooky season because it's a kind of a shifter romance is how I look at it. So there you go. And then the last one I'm going to put on this list is A School Frozen in Time. This is a closed circle mystery, I believe is what the term is called. Basically, 8 high school kids are trapped alone in the school. 2 months prior, a suicide happens at their school, but none of them can remember who committed suicide. And so as they figure things out, they all of a sudden disappear, and so it's left a very close circle, and I am really excited. This one's going to be a total of 4 volumes. I am reading the 3rd volume during the readathon for fallintomangalove, so I'm very, very excited. But yes, those are my spooky season manga recs. Again, they're not going to be as spooky as some people probably want, and I'm sorry about that, but that's just not my enjoyment level. And so I hope with all my heart that you enjoyed this video. Let me know in the comments down below some of your favorite spooky season manga. And if you're here just because you love me, put a bat emoji, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.